The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe I.A. Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, squaring off with another team from the American, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terrell. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Little. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll keep it himself. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, to keep the sticks rolling.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the move, it's Terrell. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Pickup of 5. Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's third.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Completes it in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
A lot of times as a defender, it's really about route recognition, seeing what that receiver's going to do. And you could tell, stuck his foot in the ground, started to break in. Nice job breaking on the quarterback's eyes, breaking his hand in there and batting the football to the ground.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Lasso. Ready, go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in fourth and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our fourth down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
With the score, Florida Atlantic 7, Louisiana Tech 0.
Louisiana Tech trying to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Green 25.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Louisiana Tech, 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hodges. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. 4th Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Black 24. Look, Dino.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Little. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
It's a reverse. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Freedom. Easy. Dino.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Not all DBs can make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The option look. Now the pitch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fires to the tight end. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Griffin. Double right.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Louisiana Tech trying to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure.
He uncorks one deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Henry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
First and 10.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Let's go.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
There's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The Owls will go for it here on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Terrell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Owls! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Boise State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Let's go!
Back to pass, it's Beckham. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Henry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. A great catch and run for 6. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Louisiana Tech, 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Louisiana Tech Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback making checks. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Beckham. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
21. Louisiana Tech.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line?
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.